He is on level 3 elective project. His objective is for the members to practice using a story within a speech or giving a speech that is a story. Time 5 to 7 minutes. Daryl, the power of words. The power of words, Daryl.
It was contest season, and I had to get down to writing my speech. Once I had my script in place, it was time to start practicing it. But amidst my busy work schedule, I could not find the proper amount of time to focus on the articulation of my speech. So, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, if you ever visited my home during a contest season, you would have heard me rehearsing my speech while working in front of the laptop, washing the dishes, or even while taking a shower. Now, I practiced my speech to an extent that I would remember it fluently. I could say it even in my sleep. And oh, this has created a huge controversy at home. My mom complains that I sleep talk. And oh, the problem doesn't end there. I sleep talk louder than my dad snores. Anyway, it was one evening when my mom asked me or requested me to water her plants on the terrace. Seeing this as a golden opportunity to practice my speech with a watering can in hand, I set out. The terrace was my stage, and I experimented with body language, gestures, and voice modulation. After my first practice, I felt happy. Why? Because I felt I could see the leaves rustling, the watering can started dancing, the wind was blowing, and there were crows in the sky cawing. My mind said, wow, because it boosted my confidence to another level, a level more than what I have felt in a Toastmasters meeting. And so I mustered the courage and got ready for my second rehearsal. Suddenly, I could see the crows were getting wild. Their caws were getting louder and louder, and they were flying in all directions, a few meters over my head, and that too at the speed of lightning. I was terrified and I began to run inside when suddenly one of the crows clenched my head with its claw and swooped into the air. Well, I should thank the crow for a free flight ticket, but fear got the better of me and I started to shout at the top of my voice, help! Help! But neither the leaves nor the watering can came to my rescue. I blanked out after a few seconds, and the next thing I remembered was that I was standing on a stage made of feathers with 40 glaring crow eyes and a lot of cawing cacophony. Fear was written all over my face, and I did not know what was going on. Suddenly, the pandemonium came to a stop when one of the old gray haired crows raised their wings and said, hey, Daryl, we heard you speaking on your terrace. We loved listening to you, and we want to become like you. I was undoubtedly flattered, and all my fear dissipated into affection. I told them that I was a Toastmaster, and I mustered the courage and confidence to tell them about Toastmasters International, what the organization was all about. I told them about the fee and the club structure and elaborated on the various meeting roles and responsibilities. Now, there were about 20 crows, all of them thrilled, and we came to a conclusion to charter Rose Toastmasters Club. We started electing the various club officers. We started with the sergeant at arms and moved on to the president. When we reached the election of the president, there were two candidates, the oldest gray haired crow and a young red haired crow. Commotion broke out as there was a heated argument among all the crows, and I closed my eyes and ears and wondered to myself, was this the right decision? The noise kept going louder and louder, and I could feel myself shaking. I opened my eyes only to realize that I was sitting at my dining table, and my sister, with a furious face, was complaining, "You fell asleep while I was reading out my favorite poem, The Crow in the Garden." Dear Toastmasters and friends, words truly have power. They have this magical power that can make people inspire and clap for you, like the crows did, or bore you to death but give you a good nap, like what my sister did. Hey, what have I done, Toastmaster of the Day?
Thank you, Daryl. Toastmaster Vijay, could you please share the time taken by the speaker?
It is 5 minutes, 15 seconds.